Howdy friends, welcome to the Monday night Playalong Bluegrass Jam. I'm Tyler Grant, happy to be with you here on a cloudy day in Southern California. We got some much needed rain last week, thank goodness. We had some real Colorado style wind, which we're not used to in this area. Well, this will be my last broadcast from the old home place in Hamul. Be heading back to Colorado this week and fixing to work on a new album out there at Swing Fingers Studio. My good friend Aaron Youngberg engineering. So I'll do a quick check on the live stream, make sure things are working, and then we will get started on My Home is Across the Blue Ridge Mountains. I know that you know this one, but just in case you don't, it goes like this. In the key of G, it's a 1 and 1 and a 1 and 1 to the 5, 5 and a 1, 1 and 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5 and a 1. One of those nice 2-chord songs, the 1 and the 5. That's all you really need. Those are your two most important chords, the 1 and the 5. And so if I'm kicking that off, I would do so just to remind you how this goes. You all kick off the song, I count you in, and you kick off the song, and then we'll trade solos or breaks throughout the song. So I'll give you a sample of how I might kick off this song. It'll just be kind of a version of the melody. It might go something like... something like that. So here comes the click to keep us on time here. It's going to be a little slower. I was just warming up there a little bit before the show. Okay, down here at a nice easy tempo. This is the slow tempo jam, of course. So right about here, kick us off on My Home is Across the Blue Ridge Mountains in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. My home is across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home is across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I never expect to see you anymore. I'll play it now. Keep from crying. How can I keep from crying? How can I keep from crying when I never expect to see you anymore? My home is across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My fun, simple song, good jammer. And that one can go by pretty quick too if you're looking for some faster tempo songs to push in that direction. How's everybody doing? Hi David, thanks for being here in New Mexico. Hi John. Hi James in New Jersey. Hi David. David Galson. David G from Truckee. All right, cool. Hi Colin, all the way in the UK. Hey Rodney in Portland. Hi Eric from Victoria, Canada on the pedal steel. Awesome. Hi John from Oregon. Thank you all for being here. I'll keep checking in with you through the evening. So next we have Little Cabin Home on the Hill. Cabin. This is for my cabin friend Fran. Fran requested we get some cabin songs in there, and this is the best cabin song. And we've worked on this quite a bit, on my guitar people and I, when we were doing workshops at the beginning of the COVID time. This was our pet tune for several weeks. So I always do this song most weeks, if that makes sense. Little Cabin Home on the Hill in G. It goes 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1 and 1 and a 1 to the 5. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 4. 4, 4 and 1. 1 and 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. So now that you know Little Cabin Home on the Hill, which we almost do every week, go ahead and kick us off. And we'll do this nice, easy tempo right where we were on the last song. And maybe even a little bit slower. I want everyone to get their good kickoff and their good breaks in there. Here we go. Little Cabin Home on the Hill in G. Kick us off. A 1. Well, I never demonstrated my kickoff, did I? All right. Here's how I might kick it off. There you go. Now that we got that out of the way, I know many of you are learning some cool kickoffs on guitar as we go through this. And that's just a reminder of how the melody goes. And that's enough of me talking. Here you go. Kick us off. Little Cabin Home on the Hill. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Tonight I'm alone without you, my dear. It seems there's a longing for you still. All I can do now is sit alone and cry in our little cabin home on the hill. Chorus. Now someone has taken you from me and left me here all alone. Just listen to the rain beat on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill. I'll take this one. longing for you still. I'll just keep it there so I won't be alone in our little cabin home on the hill. For someone has taken you from me and left me here all alone. Just listen to the rain beat on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill. Play one. Now when you have come to the end of the way and you find there's no more happiness for you, let your thoughts turn back once more, if you will, to our little cabin home on the hill. Last chorus. For someone has taken you from me and left me here all alone. Just listen to the rain beat on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill. All right. I guess it has been a few weeks. I had to think about that third verse there for a second. That's the beauty of bluegrass music, right? You can just vamp until you remember the right words. And especially coming out of a solo, right? You're in your hot licks and you get your G run or your ending lick in there, and then you jump up to the mic. You know, it takes a little bit of planning ahead when you're performing and you want to get that next verse on time. Okay, fun. Salty Dog Blues in the key of G. Now this one goes, as we say, round the horn. So it does a 1, 6, 2, 5 kind of progression, which means it's G and E7 or E major, either one, and then A7 or A major, either one, and then D7 or D, back to G. So again, G and E and A and A and D and a D and a 1. So those are all dominant chords. So you can play a major chord or you can throw in that 7th. Either way, on every one of these, except for the G chord. That's your 1. So major, E7, A7, D7, that's a 1. Okay? And if I'm kicking this off, I'll do something like the melody, which is... Standing on the corner with the low-down blues, great big hole in the bottom of my shoes. Let's go ahead and have you kick us off on nice slow tempo here. Salty Dog Blues, key of G. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. dog. I'll play it. Look at here, Sal, I know you run down stocking in a wore-out shoe. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Play it. Sitting on a log, finger on a trigger and an eye on the hog. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. I'll play it again. Pull the trigger and the gun said go. Shot fell over in Mexico. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Play another one. Standing on the corner with a load of hell blues, great big hole in the bottom of my shoes. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Last chorus. Let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. All right. Cool. How many of you know the Bluegrass Underground show on PBS? You know, have you been down to the cavern to see any of those in person or seen it on the TV? I did the theme music for that. My good friend Nashville, Phil Harris, had me down one day to record some sound bites, which they ended up using on the show, and kept them when it got syndicated and went on PBS. So I do that little intro lick at the top. Whenever I'm good and warmed up, I can hit that. And then at the end, I did the Underwriter music, which goes. Just jamming around those changes for a while. You'll hear that at the end of the show. Bluegrass Underground was made possible by a grant from the Pew Charitable Trust, and on like that. So anyway, there you go. There's your 1625, and that's one of my claims to fame there. All right, how we doing? Hi, Phyllis. Jamming up from the cabin in Montana. Hi, Mike. What is a salty dog? Hey, that's. I think it's something dirty. I think it's open to your interpretation. But and it's probably just some low down old rounder, some ne'er do well. Hi, Ethan from San Diego. Right on, my hometown. Hi, Carol from Virginia. Hey, Ryan and Georgia on guitar. Awesome. Hi, Richard, watching on YouTube. Cool. Hi, Kathy on the Dobro in Kentucky. Wayne, Reg from Duluth, Minnesota, Bob Dylan's hometown. Wendy from Yosemite. Hey, Tom in Burlington, Vermont. Hey, Ken in Colorado. Hi, Lee. Hi, cabin friend Fran. Hey, James. Awesome. Thanks, y'all, for checking in. And let's see here. This is the kind of places that if you're at a music camp, you make friends for life, right? And you end up getting together every year and picking together. You know, maybe we'll find some new picking friendships and new circles through this little thing we do. Okay, John Henry. Now this is going to be an instrumental version of John Henry, which is an easy song to play. It's all just 1 and 5 in the key of G. So it goes da 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 da. 1 and 1 to the 5, and a 1 and 1 and 1 and a 1, 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 1 and a 5 and a 1. Okay. So it has that long 1 chord kind of on the second half of the melody. So let me just we'll pick this as an instrumental. And this is a real, this is throwing a bone to all the banjo players, right? Because last week we did Billy in the Low Ground, which is a tricky banjo tune. This one's made for banjo. This is one of Earl's kind of signature banjo tunes. Anyhow, so let me sing a verse of it so you get it in your head a little bit better. John Henry was a little baby boy. You can hold him in the palm of your hand. His papa cried out this lonesome farewell. Son'll be a steel driving man, Lord, Lord. Son'll be a steel driving man. So that second time, the 1 chord kind of has a couple extra measures there. As John Henry repeats the line he sang before. So, okay, so I'm going to kick it off because this is an instrumental version of this song. And we'll go 2 times through the form each, okay? So just kind of watch what I do this first time through. I'm going to play through that 2 times, like 2 verses worth, okay? And that's how we'll do it. So I'll play that, and then you'll play that after me, and I'll back you up, and then we'll go 1 more round of that. Me again, and then you again. And then we'll just end it. Okay, so 2 times each through 2 times of John Henry. All right, so I'll kick us off. We'll take this nice and slow. Here we go. Key of G. Very cool. Love that. Love that tune. I love, if I'm singing it, I'll usually go in a different key, like C or D. But as a good old G bluegrass picker, that one's great. It's either too high or too low for me to sing in that key. Okay, moving on. Little Annie, a song of our impending springtime. I can't believe it's February already. I'll double check on my tuning here. This is a good old song that goes back to the Carter family. And we'll sing this and hope that we still have a good long winter ahead with lots of snow and rain. So here we go, in the key of C, and a 1 and 1 and a 4, and a 1 and a 1 and a 5, and a 1 and a 1 and a 4, and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. Chorus goes to the 5. 5. And let's go ahead and kick off on the verse, just the verse for the kickoff. But then when we take our breaks, let's each go all the way around, okay? So play the verse and the chorus on your break. That's going to be fun because it allows us to get onto that 5 chord in the chorus and find some cool versions of the melody and also find some fun licks you can play there. So if I'm kicking it off, I will go something like... So remember, kick it off just like that, or however you would like to kick it off, but just on the verse. And then we'll sing a verse and a chorus, and I'll play a break through the entire verse and chorus form. Then we'll sing another verse, chorus, and then you're going to take a break through the entire verse and chorus form. Give us a chance to stretch out a little bit. Okay. So here we go, right around that same tempo. Kick us off here. Start this over. Kick us off on Little Annie in the key of C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I actually did turn up the tempo a little bit, you might have noticed. So I'm going to give you one more shot, okay? Because we kind of jumped ever so slightly quicker, ever so much, because we're moving our way up here. So so you might want another chance to kick that off, and here you go, whether you want it or not. Go ahead and let's start that again and kick us off on Little Annie in C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Once more, little Annie, I must leave you. We shall part at the end of the lane. But promise me, little Annie, the sun shines down on the mountain, and the wild sheep are wandering all alone, and the birds and the bees are humming, make me think the springtime won't be very long. Of course, when the springtime comes on the mountain, and the wildflowers are scattered o'er the plain, I will watch for the leaves to return to their trees. I'll be waiting when the springtime comes again. Now you play it all the way through. The springtime is here, little Annie. I am on my way back to the lane where you promised me, little Annie, you'll be waiting when the springtime comes again. Last chorus. When the springtime comes on the mountain, scattered o'er the plain, I will watch for the leaves to return to their trees. I'll be waiting when the springtime comes again. Let's tag it. I will watch for the leaves to return to their trees. I'll be waiting when the springtime comes again. Fun. Just love that song. There's not a better song of love and springtime that I can think of. Okay, I'm going to do a quick check-in on the old YouTube channel. I know that I interact with many of you here on the Facebook, but we got some folks over on the YouTube as well. And let's see here. No, I don't want to try YouTube TV just yet. Hi, JM. This is funny because you can't see people's names. It's all handles. So, hey, from Southern Illinois, JMDBB. JMBBD. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us on the YouTube channel. And thank you all for picking along. Hi, Carol Sue Hutchins Simmons. Hi, David. Hi, Joe from Knoxville. Cool. Hi, John in New Jersey. Hi, Marilyn. Yeah, hope you figure it out there. I just put it up, and you all can help each other as you are doing, it looks like. Thank you so much for helping folks find the feed here, so to speak. And remember, these videos will remain on the page. I mean, I don't know. One of these days I might take them down or not. But anyway, so far you got lots of weeks to choose from on the videos page here or on the YouTube channel if you need to go back and do some practicing. Okay, Little Maggie in the key of A. Little Annie on to Little Maggie. I'm going to capo 2 because that's where I like to play this song on guitar. Now, wherever you are on your instrument, we're going to be in the key of A. And Little Maggie goes 1, 1, flat 7, 1 and 5 and a 1, and a 1 and 1 flat 7, 1 flat 7 chord is a G chord, but since I'm capoed, I'm playing an F shape. So that's for the guitar people who are capoed. But the chords are A and G. And then A and an E is your 5 chord, and your 1. So just get used to hearing that 7. Sometimes in bluegrass circles, they just call it the 7 chord. It's the flatted 7th major, the flat 7 major, technically. So I usually say 1, flat 7. Because it's going to be a major chord, just a whole step lower than the 1 chord. You're at the rock and roll jam, right? You use those chords a lot. We also use them a lot in bluegrass and old time music. So there we go. And if I'm kicking off Little Maggie, I'm going to play something like... simple melody, and of course you can throw in lots of bluesy licks and other interpretations. Hi, John Keegan. Hi, Tammy on mandolin in Colorado. Very cool. All right, here's our tempo, and it's going to be right about there. And why don't you go ahead and kick us off on good old Little Maggie in the key of A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She's a drinking away her troubles and courting some other man. Oh, how can I ever stand it to see those two blue eyes shining like two diamonds? Like two diamonds in the sky. I'll go. Pretty flowers were made for blooming. Pretty stars were made to shine. Pretty women were made for loving. Little Maggie was made for mine. Play. last verse. Go away, little Maggie. Go and do the best you can. I'll get me another woman. You can get you another man. Cool. Little Maggie. All right. So moving on here, we've got Cripple Creek in the key of A. Just one of my favorite tunes. And again, throwing one out there for the banjo players, right? So Cripple Creek goes 1, 1 in the key of A. 1, 1 and 4 and 1. 1, 1 and 5 and 1. 1, 1 and 4 and 1. 1 and 5 and 1. 1, 1 and 1 and 1. 1, 1 and 5 and 1. 1, 1 and 1 and 1. 1, 1 and 5 and 1. Then do it again. So you play this twice all the way through. Okay, so I'll kick it off and let's play the whole thing 2 times through the cycle. So that means I'm going to play that twice through that form, just like I showed you there. And then you'll play it twice through the form, and then I'll play it twice through the form, and then you'll play it again. So me, you, and then you go ahead and tag it at the end. With whatever your best tag is, right? Okay. So here we go. I will kick us off on good old Cripple Creek in the key of A. Here we go. cool. Cripple Creek. Just love that tune. So much you can do with it. You can do stuff really simple like I was kind of showing, and then you can get into, you know, you can just take it from there. You can get as fancy as you want to. All right, 2 more songs here on the slow tempo jam, and they're going to both be in the key of B. And I'm going to be capo 4, playing G position myself. And the first is Take This Hammer. So this goes like this. And a 1, 1 to the 5, and the 5 back to 1, and the 1 to the 4, and a 1, and a 5, and a 1. That is it. Okay, 1, 5, 1, 4. That's what we call that kind of progression. And if I'm kicking this off, I'm going to go. Something like that. And we're going to slow the tempo down just a little bit for this one, because this is definitely a mid-tempo number. This is not a fast number. The last one was a fast number, so we were slowing it down to a certain level. This one will slow down even more because it naturally goes a little slower. So here we go. Take This Hammer in the key of B. Go ahead and kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Tell him I'm gone, tell him I'm gone. If he asks you, was I running? If he asks you, was I running? If he asks you, was I running? Tell him I was flying. You can tell him I was flying. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Take this hammer, I don't want your cold iron shackles. I don't want your cold iron shackles. I don't want your cold iron shackles. It hurts my leg. You know it hurts my leg. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Take this captain. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Tell him I'm gone. You can tell him I'm gone. All right. The Osborne Brothers do a great version of that. That's kind of the version that I know of that one, the Osborne Brothers. Okay, we're going to close this out with White Freightliner Blues. And this is naturally a fast number. So I'm not going to go fast, but I'm going to turn this up a little bit from where we were. And then in 15 minutes from now, we're going to start the mid-tempo jam, which will pick up right where we left off here. So come on back, okay? And the idea is that we're going to keep slowly progressing in our tempo range as pickers. So stick around for the mid-tempo and the fast jams. And here we go. Remember, if it gets too fast, for what licks you know or what you do, just adapt. You know, play things that are more simple, things you can play at fast tempos. Verses. You can always play something that makes sense. That's a little simpler. Okay, White Freightliner Blues. In B, this goes, it starts on the 4 chord. It goes 4, 4, 4 and 4 and 1. 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 1. 5, 5 and 4, 4 and 1. Okay? So, it is a 12-bar blues, but it starts on the 4 chord for the first 2 lines, and then it goes to the 5 chord on the 3rd line. Okay? So, if I'm kicking it off, I'm going to go... So interestingly enough here, if you walk up from the 5, 5, 6, 7, 1, that is the first note of the melody, and it's over a 4 chord. So just remember, your target note is still the 1 of the key over the 4 chord. So my kickoff is going to sound like... right back to another 4 chord every time. We don't do the long holdovers on this one. Okay, right about there. That's still reasonable in the slow tempo zone. And you will kick us off here on White Freightliner Blues. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Going out on the highway, listen to them big trucks whine. Going out on the highway, listen to them big trucks whine. White Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Next verse. New Mexico ain't bad, Lord. People there, they treat you kind. Ain't that the truth? New Mexico ain't bad, Lord. People there, they treat you kind. tag it one time. Why, Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Now hold this one chord, hold it. We're going to do the Jimmy Martin ending right here. That's the Jimmy Martin ending. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to stand up for a few minutes and come on right back at quarter till in about 6 minutes from now for the mid-tempo jam. Okay? See you soon.